most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
It's
Bob.
like having a kid. You know. Okay, today we're going to talk about can't increase your flexibility. Wrong. We got 7 SureFire tips.
Yeah.
And these are from an expert, by the way.
Right. I like this guy's name.
I bet you do. His name is Brad Walker, so they share something in common. And he's actually can be found at stretchcoach.com. Stretchcoach.com.
So that would be a website on the internet?
That's a website, right. He is considered probably one of the foremost experts in the world on stretching.
He's coached
Triathletes, professional
athletes.
But he's been involved with stretching since the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's got a lot of literature, books written
yes.
on it.
In fact, this is part of an article that was on his website. And what did he call it? He had a different name for it, but you'll find it. It's how to improve your flexibility. So let's get into it, Brad. 7 tips. Number
What's the
1.
first one? Yeah.
Well, quite often, if you have an area that is injured, the muscle is going to spasm or tighten up to protect the area.
Right.
So, like if your back is hurt, what does it do? It spasms to prevent you from moving it.
It's like that splinting mechanism to protect it.
So if you have a little bit of an injury in your hamstring and you're trying to stretch it, it could tighten up on you and not allow you to stretch it.
Right.
So really, this is a good idea no matter what. You could try using heat first. Even, heat's going to improve your results very quickly.
Yep.
And so just a regular, heating pad that you put in a microwave and heat up, or one that you plug in.
Right.
We like far infrared heating systems.
It goes much deeper. You certainly don't need one. If you really want to get deep and you're real serious about it, that's the ultimate.
Really
in hot
expensive,
packs.
but really, if you're having a back injury or some injury, it works really well.
Right.
So
You could take a bath, get a hot shower. Any of those techniques are gonna,
Sure.
give you more,
Yep.
more than being chilly.
get more results. Okay, number 2, you want to mobilize and manipulate and then stretch. Let me give you some
What
examples.
are you talking
Yeah,
about?
let me give you some examples. One, you can kind of mobilize the tissues by doing massage on the area. You can use your own fingers. You can use the lacrosse ball. You can use a massage gun, which is probably the best way to do it.
If you got a 6-inch roller, these are nice for rolling out a muscle. That will help.
Right.
Loosen it up.
There's a lot of different ways you can use a ball like this and just work on rolling it through the area. They got massage sticks, but
These are fun though.
those are fun and they work really well for mobilizing the tissues
Yep.
before you stretch it. Number 3, strength versus flexibility. So you're wondering, I'm trying to make it more flexible. Why am I worried about strength? Well, if your muscle isn't strong enough to handle the stretch, it will keep it tight. I don't know if that makes sense, Brad.
So you're going to be stretching it, and you won't be.
And you want to strengthen it too. Let's say I'm trying to stretch my hip flexor. If the muscle doesn't have the strength to maintain that motion when you're doing the activity, you could damage it.
Sure.
So you want to make sure that the muscle's actually strong in a lengthened position.
Right.
So what I do, like split squats here, I got the hip flexor on stretch.
Can you switch legs
Oh,
so they
yeah.
can? Then they
Sure.
can see directly which. So we're talking about that hip flexor right in here.
Right, and I can do some split squats while I'm in this position, and I'm strengthening this muscle while it is lengthened.
Right. Exactly.
And that's actually going to help your flexibility too.
It's just a matter. It's like if you're doing your concept of doing a bicep curl instead of doing short ones.
Right.
You make sure you're all the way down and all the way up. Full range of motion strengthening.
Now, number 4, there's a whole bunch of types of stretching. There's dynamic stretching, there's PNF, there's sustained stretching, like a static stretch. We're going to recommend that you do the long hold static stretch. So basically, you just do a stretch and hold it.
Relax, breathe, all these things we've talked about as
Yeah.
far as heating it up, and just hold it. And actually, you know,
Longer than 30 seconds.
yeah, set your clock, and when it beeps, you got 30 seconds.
Yep. Now, PNF also works, but we're not going to get it.
Yeah, that's more for the therapists or the trainers and people who are really into that.
Number 5, you want to do a variety of stretches. You don't want to do just one type of stretch on your hamstring. If that's the one you want to improve, you want to maybe do it.
Well, should I show?
Yeah, why don't you show a whole
Yeah, here,
bunch?
let's get this digital stuff out of the way. So, you know, my favorite way standing is like this. You know, I could roll it in this way a little bit. You know, or you can do it in a seated position. And some people may get a good stretch with their hamstrings simply by doing this. You may want to lean forward a little bit. The way I really like to do my hamstrings, and I do on a regular basis, I use a stretch strap. I put it around my foot with the loop there, and then I put my hand in here. I don't have to grip, and I'll stretch here, and I'll bring it here, and sometimes I'll stretch like this. And then I really like to go
Yeah,
out
that's
this way
awesome.
because it gets the medial hamstring
Right.
muscles plus some groin muscles, because it's always nice if you just want to isolate the hamstring, fine, but you might as well get the groin. They work together when you're active and running, and especially if you're doing lateral movements.
Yeah, that's a great example, Brad, of getting the leg out, leg in, and just really hitting different fibers of the hamstring.
Right.
So you want to do that with all of the muscles that you're trying to improve the flexibility. Number 6, when to stretch. So some of the best times to stretch are, one, you don't want to do it right after exercise because the muscles are a little bit vulnerable then.
Sure,
I mean,
they're fatigued.
They're heated up, but you could actually damage them to some extent if you.
And that is contrary to what old belief
Right,
was.
right. The old thought was that go ahead, they're warmed up, it's a good time to stretch.
Right.
But really, he says wait for 2 hours.
Sure.
That's one time. The time that he likes to stretch is at night before he goes to bed.
Oh, not
Because-
after he gets to sleep?
No, he
Just so we're talking Kelly Starrett. He has the same thing.
Yeah,
isn't
he
it?
does.
Yeah, him and his wife are stretching, watching
I brought
TV.
that up to him. I said the same thing to him. I
Yeah.
said he wrote Supple Leopard, and the same thing. They like to stretch before they go to bed. When you at night, you're actually getting healing. So and you're kind of put a message in the muscle right before you go to bed.
Yeah.
So
Remember this, so you're going to relax.
that's right. Where's our? Here.
Oh, yeah, that's called a mouse.
A mouse, yeah. All right. Number 7 is you actually always want to be aware of hydration, nutrition, and sleep. All those things really play a big role in having healthy body parts and being able to stretch body parts.
Yeah, that's one of the things that rolls into everything in life, you know, between your mind, your body, and emotional health, too. It even
That's
says it
right.
there.
Yep, exactly. So,
Are we we got one more to say?
no, that's it.
Oh, because if you can buy his book,
Oh, right.
and he goes through stretching of every muscle group in the body. He has excellent illustrations, and he'll go through the PNF stuff that we didn't get into, all the different, and for what activities you're going to do the different types of stretch. It's a great book.
I apologize. I don't have it in front of me. Actually, I don't remember the title.
I hope he doesn't watch
Yeah.
this video. He's going to
Sorry,
be mad.
But you just got to type in Brad Walker stretching. It'll come up
right.
on Amazon.
Exactly,
or
Bob.
website. So,
All right.
thanks. Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything.
Except for
A broken heart.
that's right. Yeah, and just remember, be careful, especially when you stretch.
Be careful. Yeah.